Beauty, a feeling, a virtue, some people's very reason to live. The dictionary defines it as a combination of qualities such as shape, color, or form that pleases the aesthetic senses, especially the sight. However, I feel that this definition is a gross misrepresentation of beauty's true form in humanity's collective consciousness. For instance, many can confidently say that despite the blood, screaming, and stress, that the birth of their child was the most beautiful experience in their lives. Works of art regarding the most depraved times in the human experience are often regarded as beautiful, and many claim that there's an element of beauty even in human suffering. While each individual has their own idea of beauty, which encompasses art, memories, moments, experiences, and the world around them as a whole, the large majority of people understand what beauty means intrinsically. However, you'd be hard-pressed to find a succinct definition that encompasses what the word truly means to us.
It's the Triple Bepple Super Show!
Now, yeah.
Oh, Cracksmoker96, my favorite virtual idol, aren't you being a bit of a pretentious asshole when talking about beauty? Isn't this a pseudo-intellectual monologue that is absolutely dogshit?
Yeah. Of course it is. And of course, the definition for beauty I showed in the intro sort of encompasses the literal "I see the sunset, it looks nice" aspect of the term, and that's what a lot of people jump to. I'm not going to dispute that. But what I'd like to argue is that we inherently understand that beauty can be much more than that. Beauty is a fundamental aspect of the human experience that does not truly have an apt definition in words. Beauty can be the moment that you fall in love. Beauty can be the moment that you find your purpose. Beauty can be success, conquest, victory. Beauty is the feeling of divine purpose that guides people onwards unto the next day. Beauty is the very face of God that we've spent eons searching for. And the pursuit. Well, I'd go as far as saying that the pursuit of beauty is the guiding factor in nearly all significant human endeavor. When a man climbs a mountain to reach the summit, his reward is the sunset that he gets to experience at the top, the natural beauty of overcoming hardship, the conquest of what seemed to be an insurmountable goal. When an artist creates his magnum opus, he does so in the pursuit of his own vision of beauty. When the great conquerors of the ancient world wanted to build their own utopias, they did so in the pursuit of a beautiful society. The feeling of accomplishment. That feeling of accomplishment. That feeling of elation. That feeling of true fulfillment. That is what convinces people that there is such a thing as the human soul. And if there is a soul, chasing the beauty of the world around you is the highest use that it could possibly have. A man is nothing more than his personal definition of beauty and his motivation to pursue it. Heaven, as a concept, is surrounded by the notion of beauty. Any divine intervention mentioned in texts such as the Bible, the Quran, are all described as being so beautiful that it is nearly incomprehensible. The promise of heaven is the promise of the experience of beauty beyond human understanding. The promise of salvation is the promise of abandoning the less savory aspects of life in favor of those that allow you to experience more beauty. However, as stated earlier, there are opposing opinions to this concept, primarily as a result of conflicting definitions of the word beauty. Some of the greatest works of art, hell, some of the greatest artists, have come from dark places devoid of what many would call beauty. But it is through their talent and intention that they are able to bring to light the meaning behind their suffering. And although oftentimes the art may be dark, although the artists themselves may not be of the highest moral standing, the beauty in this art comes through the expression and the understanding of another's suffering. The empathetic or sympathetic responses of its audience are what allow them to perceive it as beautiful. If there is anything unique to humans at this point in technological development, I would dare say it's our sense of empathy. And until AI is able to surpass us even in that regard, I'm willing to say that empathy, a truly beautiful human instinct, is one which stands as a hallmark of human excellence. One which has allowed us to look into the dark underbelly of our deeds, and to find beauty even in our most depraved moments. The promise of beauty is what motivates us to live, what motivates us to continue to overcome the hardships of life, what motivates us to keep searching, even in a world increasingly more bleak. Beauty is what motivates us to pursue our goals and to try and change the world around us. Beauty is, in my humble opinion, the meaning of life. It is not a physical object. It is not even a concrete idea. It is not a single thing or a set of things. It is, and the pursuit of it is, nothing more and nothing less than the underlying motivating factor lying within the conceptual soul of humanity. My name is CrackSmoker96, your favorite virtual idol. And I do hope that you agree with me. And I hope that together we can help create a society devoid of conflict. A society wholly, intrinsically, and objectively beautiful. But I suppose before we can go into a beautiful revolution, we must first define what beauty really means. And unfortunately, it seems as though there is no concrete answer. Anyways, if you like this video, and if you like my little dog whistles, please hit that like button, and I will give you a Ford F-150. That's right, Ford F-150 straight to your house. It's going to appear in your house immediately after you hit the like button, so please do. And as always, make sure to
Subscribe to make me feel better about my regrets.
And last but most certainly not least, I'd like to give a special thank you and a special shout out to my Patreons over at patreon.com. So, for our connoisseurs of fine art, I'd like to give a special thank you and a special shout out to Vershi, Thick Melon, Sad Femme, Prisoner Suicide, Polar, Mitkit, Lurker of the Gloom, Lexi, Kim, Derpy Doug, Conscious Junk, Chemicalist, Chairfruit. And for our pseudo-intellectual supporters, I'd like to thank Slow Slicing, Saws, The Homie Maroni, Misos Al Pinks, Zucchini. And last but most certainly not least, I'd like to give a special thank you, super duper special thank you, to our aficionados of degeneracy. That's right, it's not just you anymore, Alec, but still thank you so much for supporting me all this time. We've also got a new aficionado, Alan. Thank you guys both, and I do think it's funny that your names are so similar. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, thank you so much for giving me all your money, and be sure to steal your parents' credit card and give your money to me, because with me, you know that 100% I'm going to be spending the money completely on drugs, sex, video editors, revolution, weapons. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that last one. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I really mean it. I hope you enjoyed this pseudo-intellectual monologue, and let me know what you think of this editor's work. I kind of gave him the freedom to do whatever he wanted, so if you guys like this guy, say it in the comments, because I might be hiring him many, many times again. But yeah, as always, keep it real. And yeah, I know that part's cringe, I know.